Hey YouTube Red Sox fan, finally back again with Let's Play Vanilla World of Warcraft episode 15. In the last episode we did a full run through of Ragefire Chasm, basically the very first dungeon you can do as a Horde character. The other Alliance being, I'm pretty sure the Alliance equivalents to RFC would be sort of like Dead Mines, but that's probably for level 19 or 20, so a little higher up, but RFC is good for anywhere between 14 and 17 or 18. Now, in this episode 15, I am here in Camp Tarajo, and you might be wondering, well, right off the bat there are a lot of things you might have noticed. This doesn't like to move. Okay, well, that's fine. But first off, let me talk to Jorn Skyseer because we have this quest to turn into, and then I will get to all the UI changes that you are seeing. So we turn in that quest to talk to him, and he wants us to bring Ishamuhale's Fang. Ishamuhale or Ishamuhale, depending on how you pronounce the accent on that, I suppose. That is a quest in... Ooh, it is in the Barrens. Where is he? Spirit Tooth is the fiercest sun-scale raptor of the Barrens. He does not hunt for sport nor for food. He hunts because he's hunting his passion. He kills because of his nature to kill. Begin the hunt, slays for prey as Zephyra, then bring its carcass to the dead tree northwest of Ratchet. Oh, I know what that is. That's like right over here. Okay, so we can do that. That's an easy quest. Now, let me fly back to... Whoa, stay away from me, fire. Let me fly back to... I'll go to the Ratchet so I can do this quest actually. Now, Ratchet. First off, I went and Googled, well yeah, I basically went and Googled Emerald Dream add-ons, Vanilla WoW add-ons, I think it's 1.12.1 is the last patch before Burning Crusade, and so that's what all the versions of the add-ons need to be. Now, I found someone posted on the Phoenix WoW server, or forums, an add-on pack, and so I downloaded it, and it basically, he tried to find every single add-on that was compatible with 1.12.1, and he put it in this RAR file, and I unzipped it, and so what I have now, I just have, I believe, 4 add-ons. This right here is ArcHUD 2, and the equivalent to that in retail would be, I believe, ArcHUD 3 is what they currently use now. It doesn't have a little configuration button up here on the mini-map, so if you just type /arc, let me spell that correctly, ArcHUD, it will pop this little message up, ArcHUD, Combat HUD, based on nerfed HUD, and then you can do /archud config, reset, profile, standby, debug, about, for all that other stuff. And I used config because normally the standard ArcHUD configuration, it has a little, I can actually show you, I'll click away. Let me go here, ArcHUD config, and right here display options, target frame, 3 mob for player for mobs. So you click on me and a little 3D version of myself pops up with my nameplate, my health, and I don't want that because I have X-Pro, which is this. So X-Pro has a button, I'll show you. You can change the color of this, just FYI, you click on this little box and you can choose color. And it is a unit frame, sorry about that, unit frame add-on. I'm looking for the correct word to use in place of, that replaces the current one, which is stuck up here, which I don't really like that very much. So I got X-Pro, which I use in retail and all the other private servers I play on, and I love it a lot. I chose texture 1. WoW texture, it's kind of too 3D for me, and sometimes, especially when I'm healing, can't see their health very well compared to these other ones, so I like texture 1. Now there is a Ratchet Bruiser. What is that? That's odd. Okay. Looking for more Wailing Caverns. Need tank. Well, I am not a tank, so I can't join you. Sorry about that. Now, one thing you might, if you use Xpro on, say, live, retail, or other private servers is, hey, where are all your buffs? Shouldn't they be here? Well, yes, they should, but for some reason they're not. I think that's just because that's how it... This is like basically the earliest version of Xpro, I believe, and so it might not have been configured into this version, but it does show up on targets and targets, which is how I set it up. I like it went down here like this, so I don't have to look all the way up here in my screen all the time. So we need to find a Zephyra, which I know where they are. They're over here to kill. And you might be wondering, well, what the hell is this? 31% DM, which I believe that's probably some sort of coding bug error or something, because this is the add-on Omni CC, which I like a lot, which is a cooldown counter. I believe that's what the CC stands for. So look, I'll use Fire Nova Totem. It has a 15-second cooldown. Boom. 15-second counter cooldown. I like it a lot. That's just a personal preference of mine that I enjoy, knowing when my cooldowns are up. And I believe that's it. Oh, I also have WIM, which is WoW Instant Message or Messenger. If anyone messages me, whispers me, it'll pop up and you'll see it in the game, but I don't know if anyone's going to whisper me. And I also got Atlas and Atlas Loot, which... Atlas. Oh, okay, now it's coming back to me. When I was going through the add-on pack, I was like, Atlas, that is so familiar, but I can't, for the sake of me, remember what it is. And I don't use Atlas Map, but I used to use Atlas Loot, but they basically added something in-game that's an equivalent to what Atlas Loot used to be. It's basically the dungeon journals. I'll loot you. And then I will also skin you. And so, fresh Zephyr carcass. This is what we need to plant. Oh, I already have a +3 stamp cloak. Near the dead tree in northwest. So that's going to be over here. I believe northwest. It's going to be over here. Oops. So those are all the add-ons that I have. Atlas Loot. I also got Atlas Map, which shows instant maps, battleground maps, which is quite helpful actually, and it shows where all the little bosses are. But if you go back to, oh wow, flight path maps, that's actually really cool. Dungeon locations. Wow, this is neat. If you go to instance maps, let's say we go to RFC Ragefire Chasm. Here's the map. This is the entrance is A. Boom, we come in here. Boom, first boss, which, well, Mauer Grimtotem wasn't the boss, it's Oggleflint. That's okay. Go around here. Boom, Taragaman. I can't for the life of me know how to say that. So this is what he drops, his loot. And you can always control left click to view it in your dressing room, which that looks pretty cool. And then I would say normally you can shift, hover over it, and it will pop up to compare, but it doesn't do that in this one. So that is Atlas Loot and Atlas Map, and I think that's going to be very useful in upcoming dungeon videos that I make, which I'm level 17, so in theory I could run Dead Mines or VC or Shadowfang Keep, SFK. There is the dead tree that we want to go to, so that's going to be all the way over across the ways. Which gives me enough time to talk about another thing that someone actually commented on one of my videos about. And I'm sorry I can't remember your username, and I can't remember which video it was on. It might have been on the very last episode, RFC, or, wow, damn, that's a big ass plane strider. It's as big as this giraffe. Oh damn, this is a tiny ass giraffe. I mean, look at it. I'm about the size of that giraffe. That's insane. It's like a baby giraffe. So on one of my previous episodes, let's get this plane strider here, I talked about how I went enhancement. I changed my spec to enhancement, and that I was gonna do. I obviously have done the 5 points in ancestral knowledge, and then 3 points so far in Thundering Strikes, and I'm gonna actually put my next points in improved Ghost Wolf, so that by the time I hit 20, so 18, 19, I'll put those two in there. I'll get my new talent for this tier, but then I'll already have these 2 points in improved Ghost Wolf. But what I wanted to talk about was, I said I was going to put a level 20, put the talent point in two-handed axes and maces, and there is actually a little bug or glitch, if you will, with this server, and that is normally shamans can't learn two-handed axes or maces from weapon masters, but in this server, let's go K, you can. And in Thunderbluff, I'll tell you, in Thunderbluff I trained for two-handed maces. That was 9 silver, and then in Orgrimmar I learned two-handed axes, daggers, and one-handed axes, and also unarmed. So Org is really the place to go to learn some skills. There's also Undercity, which I don't think I'll learn anything from Undercity as a shaman. I think I've already learned basically all my weapon skills, but if I'm wrong, someone can correct me in the comments. So I spent all that silver, I mean, it was about 9 silver for each weapon. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. A little inconvenience there. But what I was getting at is, I bought all those new weapon skills they're each 9 silver or 9 silver and 50 copper each. So that's the bug I was talking about. So if you are also leveling up a shaman and you are going enhancement, do not get, I repeat, do not get two-handed axes and maces, because you can just, unless you want to save 18 silver, which really, it's not that big of a deal. I've been putting a lot of stuff on the auction house, and I had about a gold and a half, but I've spent it all down to 80 silver. So I suggest you save that extra talent point and use it for something else. So when I'm done with this enhancement tree, I'll have 31 or 32 points in it. I'll go down to elemental, and my goal is to get this elemental devastation. Your offensive spell crits will increase your chance to get critical strike with melee attacks and it will be a total of 9 or 10% for 10 seconds, which is a really neat talent to have as an enhancement. So let us kill these raptors for glory and honor. Oh, also one thing I should mention really quickly is, I think I like that better. What this is if you go into Explore unit frames and go over to global, right here, healer mode, you can click that to make it so, let me heal up full really quick and I'll show you. When you're at full health, it says 0 out of however much health you have, 556. If you unclick healer mode, it's 556 out of 556. So I like healer mode because then every time you get hit, it drops it down so you know how much negative you're in. I think that is really neat and more helpful than just regular mode. So we loot him, we can go try and slip through these enemies and make our way towards the dead tree. So yes, two-hand axes and maces, do not get. Level 18, which I will be probably after this next kill. I can't really remember what I get from the Shaman Trainer. I don't think it's really anything important. I'll go off screen and buy it. I don't like to go to trainers or anything like that on screen. I think it's a waste of screen time, which, there we go. Ding, dong, glitch is dead. Now let's go here and I will get improved Ghost Wolf. So that will be useful when I hit 20. So now I'm 18. 18 is the minimum level I believe required for Dead Mines and also SFK. I recommend those two. Let's actually go to Atlas really quick. Those two Dead Mines. Level range 17 to 26. but these are unsafe, so I can't really view them. But that's okay. I would say closer to level 20 would be better. Player limit 10. Really? That's weird. Well, I don't think anyone's going to make a raid group for RFC. So, now we place... Interrupted. We place the... Oh, there he is. Place the fresh as ever carcass near the tree. He'll spawn. He won't attack you immediately, so that's helpful. And we can go ahead and attack him straight on. Go do a little stun real quick. He's level 19, so watch out for that. And he's resisting my fire spells, so we might have some sort of resistance, but not all of them, which is helpful. There we go. And we loot his fang for the quest, and he is not skinnable, which is too bad because I was hoping he would be skinnable. Because all this light leather, I actually believe I have fine leather tunic. Aw, heck yeah, son. I forgot I got that. Oh, I'm excited now. Boss leather pants, no, what I have is better. So fine leather tunic. Ah, I can make it now. All I have to do is buy some coarse thread. Sweet. Okay. So now that we're done here in Thornhill, we will go back to... I'll fly back to Camp Tarajo, actually. There was another quest I wanted to do over by the Sagnar Oasis, but it's kind of glitched. I'll explain it to you. It's called Froglet Dervish, and what it is what the quest entails is you have to go kill all these, what are they called? Kolkars, centaurs, but they're called the Kolkar clan. So technically they're centaurs, but they're Kolkars. So you go kill them, and you have to kill, literally in this, I'll just kill this guy. In this server, I think, I'm not sure about other servers, I don't know of any other really good vanilla servers. All I know is of this server, really. You have to kill a bunch of Kolkars until, oh man, Searing Totem, you're breaking my balls. Okay, forgot about that. You have to kill centaurs until Froglet Dervish spawns, and you kill Froglet Dervish. But it's kind of bugged, so on this server you probably have to kill around 20 or 25 mobs, which I know sounds really ridiculous, but it's a good way to, it's a good quest to do to level up, because especially if you're rested, because then you'll probably get half a bar just by killing the mobs, and then killing Vrog, and then turning the quest, and will get you probably to 75%, if not more. It depends on how many mobs you have to kill. So with that being said, I don't really have much. I do have much to talk about. I was gonna say I'll just cut away and meet you back in Camp T, but I will not do that because I want to talk about my fantastic time I had at Warp Tour, which I went to 2 days ago now? Yes, 2 days ago on Friday. I was at Warp Tour in Pomona, the 21st, and I went for 3 bands there. I only saw 2 of them, which is okay. The first band is Real Big Fish. If you guys don't know already, which you should know, I am a big Streetlight Manifesto fan, and through that extension, I'm a big fan of ska. So Real Big Fish, Goldfinger was there. That's a band I didn't get to see. So I went for Real Big Fish, the Aquabats, and then Goldfinger. Goldfinger wasn't playing until 4. We left before then, which is okay. Real Big Fish had a signing at 7, but we ended up going like right after the Aquabats because we were tired and it was really hot out. And that's okay because we really wanted to see those 2 bands. Goldfinger was, man, we only know like, and when I say we, I'm talking about me and my 2 sisters. We only know about 3 of their songs: Superman, Spokesperson, and then 99 Red Balloons. So anyway, we went to Warp Tour. We were late leaving there. We got there probably around 11:30. The doors open at 11. So basically we skipped the entire line, but we also had the There was also the chance that we might miss our band if they were playing early. But that is just how it ended up happening. Because the morning of Warp Tour, we went to Joann's and we got a bunch of material to make Aquabat shirts, and then I also made the Aquabat's goggles out of kind of felt cloth, and they looked pretty lame, I'm not gonna lie, but it was pretty cool anyway. There were some other Aquabat fans there, dressed up in the attire, but they bought like the stuff from their store online, so it was more professional, obviously, than my get-up. But we saw Real Big Fish first. They were amazing. Their set list was really fun. And then we saw the Aquabats, and let me tell you, I enjoyed the Aquabats more than Real Big Fish. I think I'm a bigger fan of Aquabats than Real Big Fish, to be honest. And plus, I've seen Real Big Fish about, this would make it 4 times now, I believe. 3 with Streetlight, when they toured with Streetlight, and once individually now for Warped Tour, which was really cool. And then the Aquabats went on, and their set list was at only 25 minutes, I think. It was really lame. It was a really short set list, and they actually got in trouble by, I guess, the stage director who sets up all the bands there. He came on stage like right after one of their last song, and was yelling at him to get off, and he kind of pulled the main band member